841 at I-501 News Radio. Good morning to you. Jeff Slakey here as we focus on Shelton this week and every week, brought to you by our Community Credit Union. Got two great guests in studio here, Andy Arnes and Craig Gregory. Craig, good to see you again. Been a while, man. No, you're here yesterday talking about some of the things going on. Andy, how are you?
Doing good.
Last night, well, thank you.
Good.
Last night was the Downtown Connector Project meeting and some revised information. How did it go, and how was it received in the community?
We had about 80 people there last night, and yeah, that project, that meeting was great to talk about that project and get one final input from the community to what they wanted to see out there. And I guess one thing we really took away from it last night that we didn't necessarily take away from the first time was the fact that we're trying to produce a project that is the best possible thing for the community.
Mm-hmm.
And not everybody's going to be happy with it.
Right.
There are going to be pieces of it that they just don't care for. But yeah, I guess the biggest thing was for the broader motoring public, it is the best thing for that broader community and our community out there.
Well, I know it takes a lot of work and a lot of time behind the scenes thinking about these projects and coming up with ideas, making sure safety is paramount as well as accessibility. And you know, people get that you guys are working hard. And I mean, one of the big things that was revised, right, is that there is the potential for a roundabout. Is that what we're calling it now, downtown?
Yes, we are going to put in a single lane roundabout at First and Alder.
Okay.
We did roll that out last night. And I guess one thing, yeah, even with that aspect, to understand that we're working within the constraints of some space issues down there. It's just not a great intersection. It never has been.
Something has to be done with it.
Something needs to be done with it. And a T intersection was not the answer
No.
in that location. We understood that right after we proposed it the first time and took a look at it. And the roundabout, to get it to fit, and I stated it last night, our engineering crew and the consultant have done a fantastic job to work with WashDOT and their input into that. We had some great professionals in last night from WashDOT to explain some of the benefits and kind of the things that they saw and have learned from. So to have them as a partner also, I think we've really done this the right way to bring everybody together to see what we could actually do with that and produce the absolute best possible scenario down there.
Good. Andy, we have our next city commission meeting coming up in Tuesday, right?
Well, so this will be a special city commission meeting. So this is one that we've requested just to wrap up a few business items before Ryan takes off.
Okay. What's going to be on the docket?
Well, one of the items that we're going to be talking about is the final approval of an economic development strategic plan, so a consulting agreement for that. So we're going to be announcing the selection of the firm that we've been working on this with Ryan for about the past 10 months, just kind of trying to identify really the best path forward for developing, a viable economic development program for the city. And so, what we've come to and realized is that we need a plan. And as far as we know, the city's never had an actual, comprehensive economic development plan. And so we're going to be announcing that and going through that there.
What are some of the things that people would find in there that would be beneficial to the city?
Well, really, and like we've talked about several times, we really need to get a picture of where we're at right now. And so this process is really going to be a three-stage process. The first one is going to be the discovery phase, and really what we need to know is just kind of where we stand, and that's just to give us a real clear picture of our economic profile. And so there's a series of key economic factors that they will be analyzing to really give us a clear picture of where we stand. Right now that data and that specialized skill set is not something that we're able to do in-house, and so it's critical that we bring someone on to do that so we have a really good idea of kind of what our competitive advantages are, where we stand, and what we need to do to move that ball forward.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
What else is going to be on the docket? A couple of things, right?
Well, I think they're going to be finalizing the comprehensive strategic plan that we did citywide, and I don't know if there's a couple other things, I'm not sure. So, but this is specific to.
That's a big one.
As far as I know, yeah. This will be a big one. Yep.
So Tuesday,
Correct.
7 o'clock.
Yep. It'll be Tuesday at 7 o'clock, and And so, I mean, it's like I said, we've been working on this for a while, and it's we're just excited that the commission has made it a priority to to invest in economic development. Again, like I said, I think this is the first time that there has ever been funds that have been set aside for this, and so this has been earmarked in the 2018 budget for funding to complete this.
All right, sounds good. So make sure everybody attends, get a little more information on that with some down the line, some hopeful big changes that key in on that economic development.
Right. No, and exactly. And once we announce that and actually go through this, I mean, this is going to be a very collaborative process throughout the community. It's not just going to be just the city moving forward on things. I mean, where this is clearly going to have a regional impact, we hope. I mean, you and I are, and all of us are out in the community, we hear about economic development a lot.
Oh, yeah.
And so this is clearly at the forefront of discussion. So this is, something that we're committed to doing is figuring out the best way to move forward and do that. And we feel that by having a plan and bringing people together that, with a professional to help us really have that targeted direction and really know what our advantages are and have that really be able to leverage their network of professionals to help us get what we need.
People see it kind of like with the downtown visioning project. They'll have the walkabouts
Right.
and people able to really.
I think there will be some very similar process to that. I wasn't involved in the downtown visioning project, but there will definitely be some collaborative, especially in the discovery phase, some roundtable discussions and some different things to help identify those priorities.
That's important if you want to be one of the movers and shakers getting things going for the city. This is a great opportunity to get involved, and it all starts on Tuesday night at 7. Andy, Craig, thanks for coming on.
Thank you.
Good to see
Thank
you
you.
guys.